Just a little tidbit on how much or how important it is to optimize your checkout.
Yeah, folks, that's the closest thing to your money. In any percentage movement in the right direction is more people buying.
To strategy number 4. This one is talking about optimizing your checkout process. How do we make the checkout process as seamless as possible? And again, reducing that friction, making sure that people are comfortable using your checkout. And why is this important, Ayo?
I mean, this is the closest place to your money, right? It's like a register. Again, I love using the analogy of like a real brick and mortar store, because you need to think of your store like that, right? Except you just have an infinite number of customers that are online instead of just the people that are in your immediate area that can come to your store. So if someone comes to your store, they can go down, grab, you have what they want. They can pick it out. It was easy to find. They're ready to buy. They're excited. They've got it in their cart. They're coming to their checkout to go ahead and give you their money, right? Here's where a lot of people drop the ball. Imagine that you've got all this stuff in your cart and you're ready to check out, and then you get to the register, and then, you see the teller, or, you see the cashier, they look super sketchy, right? They look like they have no business working at the cashier. You're not sure if they have any business, handling your money, right? They hit you with a bunch of surprise fees that you didn't know about. Right, you didn't know there was going to be a shipping cost. Hey, boom, here's a surprise shipping cost that you didn't know about. You didn't know that they were going to charge you, XYZ fee. So now they're hitting it with you also. So not only do they look sketchy, but now they're asking you to pay more than you expected to pay. Right? They're not talking to you about when you're going to get your product. So you have a bunch of questions.
Right, too many questions, right?
Yeah, and then you're not even sure. If they'll take your method of payment. You have your Visa card, you don't know if they take Visa. You normally pay with PayPal, well, you don't know if they take PayPal, right? They're just like, okay, pay up, I take this, and you don't have that, right? What are the chances of you completing that purchase?
Very slim, honestly, very, very slim. And kind of segueing into something that you said is really one of the ways to optimize your checkout is to have multiple payment options. That's super important because, again, as we said in the previous strategy, trust is a huge factor when it comes to having people actually check out and ordering a product. And having multiple payment options such as PayPal and Google Pay or Apple Pay, they already trust these networks. PayPal usually has some type of a guarantee or a stigma around it that helps people understand that their money is safe. Apple Pay is the same. So having these items on your these checkout options on your site just make it easier and make a customer feel more comfortable.
Yeah, and again, I always recommend Shopify because one thing Shopify does is with its actual checkout process, it is pretty streamlined for both desktop, for both mobile. Out of the box, it's pretty well put together. But if you're using something outside of Shopify, there's a couple of things that you just want to make sure that your checkout process does to help make sure that you get the maximum amount of people completing their purchase. The number one thing that you can do to help with your checkout process is let someone know what that shipping fee is going to be before they get there, right? Before someone clicks, they want to know if they either have qualified for free shipping, if they have free shipping, or what that shipping fee is going to be. You want them to have an idea what that is going to be before they're in that cart, right? So cart optimization starts with letting somebody know what that shipping is right away, right? Then once they're there, assuming they're already comfortable with the shipping fee or they know they've qualified for free shipping, you want to make sure that you have trust symbols added in, right? So they know that, you're legit, you can have like your McAfee, your Norton Secured, your secure processing, just those different trust visual symbols that you see in checkouts. So people know, hey, okay, this is legit. It's safe for me to give out my card, right? As Ralph said, giving people different checkout options. So that way, whether it's Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal, Amazon, whatever is their preferred method of payment, where they already are logged in and already have all their stuff on file. If you give them the option to do that at checkout, that makes it that much easier also. And then, if you want to reinforce whatever your guarantee or exchange is, right? So they can be reminded, okay, for that person at the last second hesitates, oh, what if I don't like it? If you can address that before they leave, you can save some sales that way. And then also making your call to action button stand out, right? You don't want you want it to be super simple for them to see what they should do next. All right, folks, when you're thinking about your checkout process, right, from product page to cart page to checkout, right, all the way through, it's about making it as slippery a slope as possible. Right, get the maximum amount of people from your product page to your cart page, get the maximum amount of people from your cart page to your checkout page, right? So definitely optimizing that checkout process, that cart, that checkout page, maximizing the amount of people that go from A to B. That's definitely going to be a big thing. And that is the closest thing to your money. So don't ignore it. Do not ignore it. Definitely, circle back around, make sure it looks good on mobile. Make sure it looks good on desktop, and make sure that you have, again, those trust elements built in. Make sure that you've addressed your shipping. Make sure that you've addressed your exchange and return policy. And at least now you've got someone that's going to be, relatively easier to get them to the finish line.
Yeah, and I would say one more thing too, just an example of how cleaning up and making it easier to check out can benefit and impact your bottom line. We implemented this for one of our clients recently, where we just installed the buy now button that gave the clients the ability, or the customers the ability to use their PayPal, Google Pay, or Apple Pay right then and there to check out. And we saw a lift in conversion rates of over 50%. Going from a 1.99 to a 3% conversion rate. So now that's huge. If you're bringing in traffic, that 50% lift will definitely impact your bottom line and help you sell more product and get it out there. So just a little tidbit on how much or how important it is to optimize your checkout.
Yeah, folks, that's the closest thing to your money. In any percentage movement in the right direction is more people buying. Right? More people buying. And if you combine that with what we taught in strategy 1, which is upselling, right? If you're getting more people to buy and they're buying more, again, even if you're just getting started, right? Even if you don't have a big background in marketing, just think about how you can combine those two things to increase your sales right away. Right. Sell more stuff, get more people to buy. Right?
Sounds like a trend.
It's a beautiful thing right there. But I mean, that's the importance of optimizing that checkout process. However, you're not going to be able to save everybody, right? You can't save them all, and that the cart abandonment is a major headache for every e-commerce store owner out there. We all deal with cart abandonment. It's something that we all face head on, and it's just a fact of doing business. The question is, what are you doing about it? Thanks for watching eCom Hackers TV. We really appreciate it. If you like action-packed content to help you increase your online sales while working less, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a one-on-one strategy session with one of our e-commerce experts, you can use the link in the description below to apply for a free session today. Talk to you soon.